Hi everyone, it's Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield here from Transport Evolved. Yes, it's Thursday, and in this part of the world, it's a pretty miserable Thursday. And while you've got one more day to wait until our weekly news roundup show in the form of TEN, I figured that today I would give you a little explanation video as to why your electric car range always goes down when it's raining. And the more rain you have, generally the worse the range gets. What's that all about? Keep watching to find out. People generally assume when talking about electric cars and water, just like any other car, that the better your tyres are, the better condition your tyres are, the more easily you'll be able to grip and everything is hunky-dory. And that is true. These tyres, these are EN Tyre 2.0s by Nokian. These are my summer tyres for our Staff Nissan Leaf. They're great tyres. They move a lot of water and they help the car stay on the road and not slide around too much when there's lots of water about. But no matter how well the tyre grips, your car is still going to be less efficient when it's wet. And to demonstrate why, I'm going to need to get changed. Okay, now I've got my Wellingtons on and I'm squelching through the mud. I can take you to the place where it will all be explained, honestly. Well, I guess you now know why I needed the wellies. This is the local creek that runs by my house, or rather, that's the local creek that runs by my house. Normally it's about 10 feet wide. There's a little bridge and there's a nice wetland trail that you can go through and over onto the boardwalk. Today, however, because of all the rain we've been having for the last couple of days, this is what it looks like. It's about 200 feet from one side to the other, and the floodwater's pretty strong. But it's a really good chance for me to explain why electric car range goes down when it's raining heavily. You see, as anyone who's walked through large amounts of water will tell you, be it in the shallow end of the swimming pool or along the surf at the beach or through floodwater like this, it's harder work to walk through water than it is just to walk on dry land. That's because water is pretty dense stuff. You can't squish it very easily, and when you're walking through it, you have to move the water out of the way when you lift your foot up, and then you have to move the water out of the way again when you put your foot down. When you're driving your EV along a nice dry road, all the tyre has to do is grip and propel you forwards using the power from the drivetrain. But when it's wet, the car tyre has to work extra hard, pushing that water out of the way before it can contact with the ground. And that uses up extra energy. And that's why your efficiency goes down and your range goes down when it's wet. So is there anything you can do to improve the situation? Well, there are two things that you could do. The first thing to do is to make sure that your car tyres are in good condition, have decent tread depth and are properly inflated. All of those things will help your car tyres push out the water from the road in the most efficient way possible. But the other solution is really simple. Slow down. And the faster you try and drive through that heavy standing water, the more energy you're going to lose. It's all to do with the square of the speed. I'm not going to go into it right now, but basically, the harder you drive through floodwater, the more energy you will waste. So slow down will probably help with your grip too, and reduce your chances of having a nasty accident. So that really is it. Drive a little slower when you come to standing water. It will improve your fuel efficiency, your range, and your grip, and reduce your chances of having an accident, and make sure that your tyres are in good condition. That's really all there is to it. I'll be back tomorrow with a TEN Transport Evolved News Roundup. But until then, don't forget that you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Transport Evolved. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Leave any questions and thoughts that you'd like me to tackle in a future episode. And until then, my name is Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield. I'm going to go and pay poo sticks. Keep evolving.